Welcome back. Captain Richie McCaw and fullback Mills Moyana were forced to pull out of New Zealand's Pool A Rugby World Cup clash against Japan on Friday after suffering leg injuries. Kevin Mialamu will lead the side in the absence of McCaw, who was set to become the first All Black to win 100 caps in the match in Hamilton. He had suffered a minor calf strain in his left leg. Moyana had a tight right hamstring, while Israel Dag, who is battling with the 98 Test veteran for the starting fullback's role, sustained an abdominal strain on Wednesday. The withdrawals are bound to raise some eyebrows around the rugby world, as New Zealand are due to face France next Saturday in what will effectively be a pool decider.
It wouldn't matter who we're playing next week. It's got nothing to do with that. It's just that they could make those injuries worse if they play tomorrow night, and that's why they're not playing. So it's nothing to do with playing anybody next week. It's about whether they're ready to play now and they're not ready to play.
Meanwhile, Japan coach John Kirwan said the All Blacks should expect plenty of courage and bravery from Japan when the teams meet. The Brave Blossoms made a good impression in their opening Pool A defeat by France at North Harbour Stadium. Kirwan has told his team they must back up from the performance in Auckland when they face the might of the All Blacks.
We want to take the field to win. All the guys want to give it their best shot. We need to win a couple of things. We need to keep getting up. We've got an added responsibility to show our people back in Japan courage and bravery, so we want to just keep going. Want to defend with our hearts on our sleeves, and we want to have the ability to hang on to the ball and play some good football. The result doesn't matter for us tomorrow night. We want to, and it didn't matter last weekend as well. It's about playing our style of rugby, and then if we can get into a situation to win the football game, we should take it.
The last time New Zealand and Japan played at a World Cup in 1995 in South Africa, the All Blacks rewrote the history books with a 145-17 triumph. Real Madrid began their quest to win the 10th title in Europe's Premier Club competition with a 1-0 victory at Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League Group D on Wednesday. Argentine winger Angel Di Maria scored in the 53rd minute as Real, playing in an unfamiliar all-red kit, finally beat the inspired Ivan Kilava, who produced a string of fine saves in Dinamo's goal. Coach Jose Mourinho, banned from the touchline, watched Real's opening game from the stands. Meanwhile, assistant coach Aitor Karanka was satisfied with the performance of the team. When asked if he believes Real Madrid can beat Barcelona in the Champions League, Karanka said the team are taking one step at a time. Welsh midfielder Ryan Giggs extended his own record as the Champions League oldest goal scorer with a superb strike that earned Manchester United a 1-1 draw against a lively Benfica side in their Group C opener. Giggs, who will turn 38 in November, cancelled out Oscar Cardozo's fine 24th-minute goal with an equally well-taken finish 3 minutes before half-time for last season's beaten finalists. United manager Alex Ferguson was happy enough with a point.
The last 15 minutes, I thought Benfica one really good chance, which Anders did a fantastic save. And I think, all in all, I think it was a good European night. It was a good atmosphere. The pitch was great. Two teams with good history. I enjoyed watching the game tonight. I thought it was a good spectacle.
Defender Alexander Kolarov salvaged a point for Manchester City as they drew 1-1 at home to fellow newcomers Napoli in their Champions League Group A opener on Wednesday. City had by far the best of the possession and the chances, but failed to heed the warnings that Napoli were dangerous on the counter-attack before the Italians took a surprise lead in the 69th minute. City manager Roberto Mancini said the squad was nervous before the match and refuted reports he had compared his side to Barcelona.
I think that we need to improve like a team. We have a fantastic player, but every game in Champions League is difficult. It's different. For this, I think that it's important for us to play simple football. If we play simple, I think that we can play better. We can score a goal. We can't concede any chance to them.
Well, Well, that's your sports wrap-up. Finally, this evening, the countdown has begun for one of the most talked-about events in town, and organisers of Dubai Fashion Week have announced the lineup of designers participating in the event, scheduled from the 20th to the 24th of October. Leading designers from the UAE, Bahrain, Lebanon, Qatar and Egypt are scheduled to take part in the event, alongside a number of international designers from India, Pakistan, London and Australia. Meanwhile, under the directives of Creative Director Simon Locke, the event has undergone a number of changes. New initiatives will be unveiled at this season's event, with the introduction of 2 new spaces for designers to showcase their collections. And one designer lined up is Amber Feroz.
It really excites me because as a designer, I have been waiting for something like that. Why? Because when a designer creates a collection, it's not only about the clothes. It's about the whole presentation of as a designer create an ambience.
And now we're getting into the really exciting part of the event, which is actually sitting down, working with the designers, finding out the inspiration for their collections and really starting to work on the production of the show. So it's always the interesting part.
I feel that the Dubai's designers will get a beautiful platform to express what they want to do. I also feel that moving forward, Dubai will become a regional fashion capital. I think that one of the things that's been missing in the Middle East is somewhere where all the designers from the entire region can show. Dubai's got great potential for that.
Something the ladies can look forward to. With that, let's take a look at the local and international weather forecast for tomorrow. Before we head out, here are the top stories again. His Highness Sheikh Majid bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum inaugurates the first amber clinic in the UAE. OPEC praises the UAE for its contribution to world energy security. And Pakistan struggles to curb dengue fever outbreak. Well, that brings us to the end of the bulletin. If you would like to get in touch with us, you can contact us at news@city7tv.com or by calling us on 0436672230. But from the entire news team, it's goodbye for now.